Stop filling raised beds with compost. This fall shortcut changes everything. If you've spent the last few gardening seasons hauling compost by the bag, pushing wheelbarrows across the yard, and still watching your raised beds sink and compact year after year, you're not alone. Many gardeners, especially those with years of experience, have been taught that compost is the magic answer to fertile soil. But here's the surprising truth. Filling your entire raised bed with compost may actually be holding your garden back. Compost is food for microbes, not their home, and that difference matters more than we realize. In this article, we'll explore a smarter, easier, and more natural way to build raised beds that stay fertile, deep, and resilient, without buying compost at all. Instead, we'll lean on the same quiet system that forests and meadows use to create rich, living soil every year. So, grab a warm drink, breathe in that autumn air, and let's learn how to let nature do the heavy lifting this fall. Why pure compost isn't the answer. When you fill a garden bed with compost, something predictable happens. It shrinks, sometimes by several inches in just one season. Why? Because compost is packed with microbial life. As those microbes break down organic matter, they release carbon dioxide and water vapor into the air. The material disappears and the soil level drops. But more importantly, compost alone doesn't provide structure. Your plants don't just need nutrients, they need soil that holds air, holds moisture, and supports deep, strong roots. Compost is high in nitrogen and low in stable carbon. That imbalance leads to rapid early plant growth, weak, shallow roots, more stress in summer heat, and higher disease and pest vulnerability. And here's another hidden problem. Every time you add a thick new layer of compost, you reset your soil ecosystem. Instead of growing a mature soil food web, your garden starts over each season. That means fewer beneficial fungi, fewer earthworms, and less of the dark, crumbly humus you truly want. So if pure compost isn't the solution, what is? The fall layering shortcut is all about letting nature build your soil for you. Instead of filling your bed with finished compost, you'll build it like a layered cake, using organic materials that break down in place over winter. This is often called lasagna gardening or sheet composting, but really it's simply how nature builds soil. So, what you'll need are carbon-rich browns, things like dry leaves, straw, cardboard, shredded paper, corn stalks, and aged wood chips. These materials provide the structure and energy for the soil building process. Next up are nitrogen-rich greens. These include grass clippings, kitchen scraps, chopped garden plants, and fresh weeds. Just make sure they haven't gone to seed. These materials help fuel decomposition and really get your soil cooking over the winter. Okay, so here's how to build it. First, clear the bed of weeds and any crop leftovers. Or, if you want, you can just chop them up and leave them right there. Next, if the soil is dry, go ahead and water it, because microbes really need that moisture to get going. Then, lay down about 4 to 6 inches of carbon materials. Think leaves, straw, or even cardboard. After that, add a thinner layer of greens right on top. Now, you'll want to repeat those layers, aiming for a ratio of 2 parts carbon to 1 part nitrogen. Between each layer, sprinkle a handful of soil or finished compost. This helps inoculate the mix with beneficial microbes. Once you've built up your layers, finish with a thin layer of soil or compost to cover everything up. And finally, water everything deeply so the whole bed is nice and moist. And that's it. You've just created a living soil factory ready to support healthy, thriving plants. Ah, the magic of slow winter decomposition. Most gardeners are used to thinking composting must be fast and hot. But, the richest soils on Earth are built slowly, at low temperatures. It's where nutrients are preserved, fungal networks can develop, and earthworms thrive. During winter, worms tunnel and mix your layers. Fungi build soil structure, and microbes slowly turn everything into humus. It's all happening beneath the surface, even when it seems like nothing's going on. By spring, the difference will amaze you. You'll find soft, dark, fluffy soil with a rich smell, like a forest floor. There's no compaction, and earthworms are everywhere. This soil holds water better, drains better, and grows stronger plants with deeper roots. It's truly remarkable. Alright, let's talk about protecting your garden bed through the winter months. To help the microbes keep working, in cold climates, it's a good idea to cover your garden bed with straw, a breathable tarp, or even an old blanket. This will keep things insulated and cozy for those little workers in the soil. Now, specifically for those of you in cold climates, remember to cover your garden bed with straw, a breathable tarp, or an old blanket. This simple step can make a big difference in maintaining the health of your soil over the winter. For those in warmer climates, you can take a slightly different approach. Just add a top layer of shredded leaves or mulch. This will help retain moisture and continue to provide nutrients to the soil. It's a simple yet effective way to keep your garden bed thriving. If you want, you can sprinkle in things like crushed eggshells, rock dust, or even kelp meal. These additions, honestly, bring in trace minerals that really support strong plant and microbial health. Then, just leave it alone. No turning, no mixing. Nature will take care of the rest. Let gardening become easier, not harder. As gardeners, especially as we get a bit older, we really don't need more heavy lifting. What we need are methods that help us work with nature, not against it. The fall layering shortcut, well, it really reduces work, saves money, ends the cycle of collapsed beds, builds lasting soil fertility, and creates gardens that practically grow themselves. Each autumn, you simply add more layers. Your soil gets richer every year. Your plants become stronger and more resilient. Your workload gets lighter. This is gardening in partnership, with patience, rhythm, and peace. A gentle ending, the garden that builds itself. Come spring, when you dig your hands into your raised bed, you'll feel something different. The soil will be alive, soft, moist, full of worms and humus. It will feel like it's breathing, and in a way, it is. Your garden will have worked all winter quietly, steadily, while you rested. This is the kind of gardening that nourishes not just plants, but the gardener too. So this fall, instead of buying compost, gather leaves, garden clippings, and the leftovers nature has already given you. Layer them, water them, and just walk away. Come spring, your garden will welcome you back, stronger, deeper, and more alive than ever. If this guide resonated with you, consider sharing it with a fellow gardener who could use a little more ease and joy in their garden. Take care of your soil, and it will take care of you.